Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be giving this Folgers container a cute makeover. So first for the lid, I got this metal handle from my local Habitat for Humanity. So I'm just using some of this adhesive glue you could get from Dollar Tree. It's a great substitute for E6000. And I also put a small amount of hot glue. Just place that right into the center, and then you want to put that aside to let that completely dry. Once that's dry, it doesn't look like anything special yet, but wait till we paint it. So now I'll be using Folk Art chalk paint in the color Maui Sand. This is just a darker gray color, and I'm just applying this all throughout the lid along with that handle. This did take a couple of coats, so you want to just allow the first coat to completely dry and then allow everything to dry after that. Now I'm going to grab the bottom piece of the coffee container, and I'm using that same colored chalk paint all throughout. Again, I used 2 coats, allowing the first coat to dry before applying the second coat. And I even did the bottom of this container as well. And why am I using chalk paint? Well, chalk paint adheres so much better on surfaces like plastic. So I prefer using this rather than just regular acrylic paint or even wall paint. And go ahead and let that completely dry. Once dry, now I'm using Waverly chalk paint in the color Nimbus, and I'm just using a regular paintbrush. I'm applying a little bit of that Nimbus onto my paintbrush, dabbing some of that excess off, and I am just dabbing this chalk paint all throughout the surface. And I'm not covering that darker gray entirely. I want that to show through the Nimbus color, which is a lighter gray. And once that's covered, you want to allow that to completely dry as well. And I just did the same process with the lid as well. And then again, you just want to allow this all to completely dry. So now I'm using a mixture of brown acrylic paint with some orange acrylic paint. So first I just dab my paintbrush in that brown acrylic paint, just start dabbing, and then I start adding some of that orange paint in the mixture of that brown paint. And again, I am just dabbing and blending and going all along the top of this container. The key to doing this, again, is just dab and blend. And this creates this awesome rustic look. So I just did the same thing to the bottom of the container. And then I just did the same process to the lid of the container as well. So you just want to put this mixture down to where you feel that metal will naturally rust. And once that is complete, I Google image this Rise and Shine coffee clip art, and I'll be using some Mod Podge to adhere this to the front of the coffee canister. So I'm just applying an even but generous amount of Mod Podge on the back of the image, placed it down to where I wanted it, smoothed it out with my fingers to make sure there are no air bubbles. And then once that was complete, I just went over it again with some more Mod Podge to seal and protect that image. I did not record myself doing this, but to seal and protect the chalk paint used for this project, I went over it with Waverly clear wax, and there you go, guys. I hope this inspires you to create your own. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.